I'm Nick Grove at the Morningstar Individual Investor Conference in 2014, and today I'm joined by Graham Colley from SPA. Graham, you just gave your presentation. Can you just elaborate on what are a few of the legislative risks that SMSF trustees are going to confront in the coming year?
Well, I think all the risks are around investments, as they always are, and making sure that if they're taking pensions out of the fund, they've got the cash flow organised and they meet the rules. I mean, they're not borrowing out of the fund when they shouldn't be and things like that. So they're the main risks I see.
And you were also asked a question by one of the members of the audience about the advantages or disadvantages of corporate trusteeship versus individual trusteeship. Which of these do you think is preferable?
Well, probably corporate trustees work better because you're able to keep all your investments in the one entity, whereas if you've got individual trustees and you change those individual trustees, you've got to have the investments in their names, and that can be quite fiddly to sort that out.
And just finally, Graham, what are some of the tips you'd give trustees in order to get a better handle on their SMSF in the coming year?
Well, the first thing is read. I think some of the financial press is pretty good. It's got some excellent tips on how the law's changing and what you need to do. Secondly, think about your fund. I mean, some people don't do that. And the third thing is be responsible about that superannuation fund.
And just when you say be responsible about your superannuation fund, what are some of the things that trustees should avoid doing with their fund?
Well, I think they need to think about the contributions that are going into the fund because there's rules about and penalties if you over contribute. Secondly, make sure your cash flow is right to be able to pay benefits out when they're due. And thirdly, make sure your investments are suitable for what you're after in your fund.
Sure. Graham, thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you.
I'm Nick Grove for the Morningstar Individual Investor Conference in 2014.